Shalom, Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone. And peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000. And to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll just title this one Global Famine. You see, we're coming into the time of where the famine is going to increase, and famine, the Lord also, foretold and said this, that the famine was going to come. And, a lot of people are going to die of starvation because this is part of the judgment that the Lord said he was going to bring. With the animals, some people are going to die getting eaten by animals and die by violence, with the guns and the weapons. People are going to die by famine, and also by those by the nuclear and those missiles. There's 4 judgments that the Lord said he was going to send. And a lot of people are going to die by famine, by starvation. You see, the Lord said he was going to come in like a thief in the night. I want to get this, I want to get this quick article real quick. I'm not going to read it all. This is through CBN. But I was looking at something, and I'm just going to read a couple paragraphs and I'll get to the scripts. But it reads, as prices continue to rise on everything from gas to groceries, experts warn that food is going to be harder to come by in the months ahead, including in America. Some say that the church can lead the way in helping people through the tough times. You see, the church, they're thinking, the church, but they're, that's that Christian church, and the Catholic church. The only way you're going to make it out of this is through Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. If you do not have that mark in your head, and that zeal and that seal among you, you're not gonna make it through this. The church can't feed you because it's literally gonna be so bad. The Lord said, he told you in Ezekiel that I'm going to increase the famines upon you till you are destroyed. Cannibalism is coming back, man. Cannibalism is coming back, and this is all orchestrated through the power and the spirit of Yahawah, but this is a man-made famine. Esau and them are sealing off the borders just like they did in 70 AD with Israel in Jerusalem, and they cutting off the food supply, and through this is going to be chaos, because when you can't feed your family and there's very little supplies, people are going to resort back to barbaric ways, animal ways. You're going to have people breaking in, entering into homes, and that too, there's a water crisis here. Water is going to become a major problem. You need water. Water is a major problem. There's here in Northern California, where I'm at, born and raised in Northern California. I just did a lesson a couple days ago on the lake, one of the main lakes here in the South Bay, and it's completely empty. It's been like that since January. I mean, it's completely empty. Never seen that lake like that. Never. And it's been like that since January of this year. And I just went back a few days ago, and it's dry, completely dry. Looking at the mountains here in California, they're all burnt up and brown. They're not green. You have certain areas that are green, but the majority of the mountains are burned up. And that's another thing is fire, you see. And that's going to be a major problem here in the West is the fires and the lack of water, but just globally, period, the famine, the water, it's all going to become a problem. You're going to have people breaking into these homes. People are going to be getting shot dead and cold, trying to enter into homes and take food from one another. You got people crowds breaking into these grocery stores, burning them, taking everything out and burning them down. I mean, it's gonna get chaotic in this time that come. This is why I said, the doors of mercy are closing. The doors of the ark are closing, and they're gonna resort back to being barbaric, man. People got families to feed. But ultimately, if you do not have the Lord, you're not gonna make it through this. The church, trying to go to your Sunday church, trying to get food, that's only gonna go for so long. You're not gonna be able to escape this judgment that the Lord is going to send. But I'm gonna read this last little paragraph and I'm gonna get to the scripts. But it says, LeBlanc, it says, I believe, that's the guy's name. It says, I believe what we see naturally mirrors what's going on spiritually. He said, I believe what we see happening naturally mirrors what's going on spiritually through the Spirit. He explained, I would encourage every believer to take this as an opportunity to draw close to YAHAWAHSHI. They say Jesus. They don't know the name. To make sure that we strengthen our relationship with the Lord so that we can hear his word and be connected to him like never before. And this is the time that we're in. And people are out here just walking past the men of the Lord. They're on the highways and hedges. The internet is flooded with videos about the Lord, breaking down script, book, chapter, verse on the scriptures of the Lord, starting with the apostles and elders and the prophets on down at Great Millstone, day and night, sending videos up all night, all day, all morning. There's constantly, there's just no excuse. But you got people, they keep bypassing this word. But and it's just gonna come down to them, the hour of temptation, because all this chaos is going to come on. They know it's all set up. They know what they're going to do. They're going to set this up, and all this chaos is going to go on, and they're going to usher in that CHIP, that charagma. You're gonna want to. You got kids to feed, and it's gonna get so bad. They're gonna take that CHIP, that technology, that charagma, that Marcus. They're gonna take it because they're not gonna be able to go through a living like this. People are gonna go back to complete barbaric animal style. It's going to get bad. The Lord told you we're going into the worst time in human history. And then you also have these preppers and these farmers and stuff. They're trying to go out to the mountains and build houses and stockpile food. The Lord told you too, that's not going to work, because he's going to, you can't escape this judgment, because the supplies are going to be gone. The food's going to be gone. Esau is going to make you totally depend on him. They're going to let everybody tear up everything. This is the plan. And all the resources and food and drinks, he's the Esau stockpiling and having everything, And sooner or later, there's going to, whatever, at this point, whatever's here in America, this is it. There ain't nothing else coming in. There's nothing else coming in. The supplies from China and America is not resource. We get stuff from everybody else. We don't have our own little supply chain. We get stuff from everybody else, and we didn't put sanctions on everybody. So, think about that. So whatever's left here is here, and that's what these experts and these analysts and stuff are saying. They're telling you. That's why they said it's 90 days worth of food left and with the supplies. And then when we get to September, October, you're going to see it get really, really ugly. You see? And this famine is for those that didn't listen. Those that are not trusting and believing in YAHAWAHSHI, YAHAWAHSHI. They think that they're going to go on their own way. It don't work like that. If you don't have this seal of protection, you're not going to make it. So let me go to Psalm 107:33. Psalm 107:33, and it reads, He turneth rivers into a wilderness. He turneth rivers into a wilderness, and the water springs into dry ground. See, he's gonna the Lord's gonna, he's gonna take away this water. Yeah, you can go, there ain't nothing wrong with trying to go, get you a few cases of extra water, a couple canned goods, get you some food, little food to kind of, but all that trying to go get, rent out a warehouse or get you and your friends, get you some warehouses or a back house or something, and you guys just bringing in food to last you for 4, 5, 6, 7 years, that's not going to work. Because the Lord told you to be pilgrims among the earth. You're going to have to step. This time that we're coming into the worst time in human history. You're not going to be able to, you can't save yourself. You're going to have to totally depend on YAHAWAHSHI, YAHAWAHSHI. He's that's how he's going to do it. 34. A fruitful land into bareness for the wickedness of them that dwell therein. You see, he said a fruitful land into bareness for the wickedness of them that dwell therein. And that's what he's doing here to, he's doing this to the world, ultimately here to America, because it's number wickedness here. So the Lord is letting Esau cut off the supply chain and the food chain, just like how they did in 70 AD with Jerusalem, with Israel, and no food come in, and it resorted to cannibalism. You're gonna have the electricity going off. This electricity is going off. I've been preparing myself as much as I can by staying in this word, because all trying to have your little Jake likes to get on the video games and, sit there and watch the basketball games and all their little funny shows and stuff like that, and go to the liquor store, get them a blunt, or get them something to drink and some food, and go over Yo B's house. And kick it and chill. They're not thinking about these scriptures or what's going on. They're not worried about this. But this time is coming. This time is coming. This is why you better get into this script, because it is some dark times coming. There's cannibalism coming back. There's cannibalism. When they turn this lights off and very little food and water, Animal Planet, Taliban. That's exactly what it's going to resort back to. We're going to go to I'm gonna go to one more script. It says we're gonna go to Leviticus 26 and 26. I'm gonna read this and close out. And it reads, it says, and when I have broken the staff of your bread, 10 women shall bake your bread in one oven. See, this already happened in past time, but this is going to happen again. The Lord told you. I'll read it again. Leviticus 26 and 26. And when I have broken the staff of your bread, 10 women shall bake your bread in one oven, and they shall deliver your bread again by weight, and ye shall eat and not be satisfied. The Lord said 10 women shall bake your bread in one oven. You shall eat and not be satisfied. You know, the elect is going to make this through. The elect is going to be protected. The elect is going to, they're going to eat. The Lord's going to make sure the elect eat. And I'll close out with this. I'll close out with this. Salakia. Let me go to this. I'll close out with this. Because the supplies, the food, all this is going to dwindle away. There's nothing that can save you except YAHAWAHSHI. You know, everybody's stockpiling on guns and extra food, and you know, real men of the Lord, they put up a little something for a rainy day. You know, all that for 2 years, 3 years, they're not doing that. They just got some stuff to last them for maybe a few months, or maybe even a month. Whatever you got in there, a couple extra cases of water. But ultimately, this word is going to get you through. Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times. Period. This word is going to get you through. YAHAWAHSHI is going to get you through. Not no food, not no water, none of that. Because the Lord can, wherever you're at or whatever you're going through, he can give you some food like he gave Daniel, you know, and different, you know, men of the Lord that were in, you know, some serious times. The angel, you know, delivered them, or, you know, the Lord had a certain way how he delivered them. But the elect is going to make this through in this time. It says, this is Proverbs 1:24, and it reads, it says, because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. See, by the men of the Lord on the highways and hedges and on this internet, all platforms, whatever it is, that's the Lord stretching out his hand. But he says, no man regardeth. 25, but ye have set a knot, you have set a knot all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. Jake don't want to hear this. Jake don't want to hear this, trying to warn them, blowing the trumpet as loud as we can and telling them that there is chaos, there's a famine, you know, there's just pure evil and darkness that the Lord is bringing, you know, on you and on this land. But they don't want to listen to this. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear his word. So he said, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your feareth come. You see? So when you know, when this chaos start and you got a family to feed, and, you know, you in the dark and you're in some trouble. Somebody might be trying to kidnap or take your daughter, or trying to, kill you, or, whatever that fear that the Lord wants to bring upon you, that trouble. He said he's gonna laugh at your calamity. He said, I will mock when your fear cometh. You know why? Because you didn't want to listen to the word. You didn't want to hear what YAHAWAHSHI had to say when we were telling you over and over for all this time. You're going to be calling on the Lord. And he said, I'm going to laugh at your calamity. 27, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. 28, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find. They shall not find me. You see? So, the Lord's given all the time. This famine is going to get bad. This famine is going to get bad. You want to stockpile up on some little food, get you a couple more canned goods, a few more cases of water, but all that trying to go all out and trying to prep and for 5, 6, 7 years, that's totally you're out of order, because the Lord is going to bring the pain. And you're gonna be on the go, and that's what it just boils down to. You're gonna be on the go. It's darkness coming, it's famine coming, it's war coming. Those are the three things that are on the way, right along with that hour of temptation. The elect they're gonna be protected. The Lord said, my servants shall eat, and ye shall starve. My servants shall drink, and ye shall thirst. So you've been warned. There's a global famine coming, and it's brewing right in front of your face. By the time we get to October, the smoke is going to be clear. That there's a major problem with this food. And all hell is going to start to break out, and crime is going to go up. You got gas going up. They just told you in an article, gas and groceries. The less groceries, the higher the price, right along with that gas. So, the only thing I suggest is pray to the Lord and fast and seek him. Get you your little groceries that you need to get. Start preparing yourself spiritually with this word. As far as trying to eat all day, because Jake loves to eat all day. You have to change some of your ways, because the time is coming. But ultimately, this is through the power and the Spirit of the Lord. He's the only one who's going to get you through. So, the famine is coming. The famine is coming. But with that, Spirit hopped on me. I wanted to go in on that. Out of Ron Ratazah, come back with another lesson. But I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakah, Quadash. Shalom, Israel.